Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. Morning for me. Ow. Cheers. I haven't completed scrubbing this off. When I had an editor for a while, and she was telling me to keep that clean and stuff. Tried to help me get more of a professional look. You know, I'm me. I don't mean to be so difficult, but I guess I am. Because, for one thing, I don't like the feel of makeup on my face. Really. I do like to put it on, and I like the look. Woohoo! But I don't like the feel of it. And, it hurts when I do it. Poked myself in the eye now. So, anyways, it's me, Winky Schneebang, Majeki Quay. Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman, your friendly freaky ass medicine woman, and Christiana Carr, and Chris Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings. Right here, too. Glad you're here with me. Thank you. I wanted to start out with a poem because I was looking for my little. I got all these little. I love these little notebooks, right? I love this one. Hi, Frank. Hi, Patty. I read from this yesterday. Stop, guac, and roll, right? Just love these. And squeeze the day. I think I've read from this one before. But I don't know if I read this one. I just opened it up to hear. But this is. I don't know, what do you think? It's kind of interesting. Like God looking at creation. Oh, me, myself. What have I done? I was feeling lonely and wanted to have fun. And so I said, let there be light, and life begun. To take form through the galactic explosions and electrical storms, I created a place that reflected my face, a divine counterpart with the beat of my almighty heart. So beautiful is she, the greatest part of me. She is the fertile ground upon which I poured my love down. She is the land on which I created man. In peace and harmony, she holds the reflection of all this, me, myself, I am. I can be me now that I can see what is stopping me. I had to look at where I have been to see it all as lessons. I listened to my guidance systems. I made the choice to them. I just begin within. What? Learn from these experiences, wisdom I've been given. I am going to begin within. To really tune in, I have to begin within. Okay, well, I read the first little part, and then I didn't read the other part. But what do you think, right? I kind of like that really beginning. Oh, maybe... Oh... Because I stopped and I read a second poem. So I can be me now and I can see what is stopping me. That was a separate poem. I don't have them like marked going, okay, this is that poem, that goes to that poem. Or whatever. Sometimes they start out as songs in my head. There's a little beat. So I might have said those ones too. And there's another one. I won't read that one out just yet. No. What am I here to learn? Why does this fire burn deep inside of me? It keeps driving me to be all that I can be. There's lessons in all the hurt, showing me my worth, teaching me to put my boundaries down, helping be myself no matter who's around, giving me the nerve to go for what I deserve. Well, that's a pretty good one. I didn't date that one, but... There are times I feel so lonely, wishing for someone to just hold me, to help me feel safe and warm, to grow with me and not cause harm, to shine with me for all to see and inspire them to shine too, hopefully. I am grateful for all the lessons I've learned, and also for the time when I really got burned. I still carry the scars, some you can see, but most are in my heart. I used to love so fierce and fearlessly. I thought I was loved too. Now it feels as though they all abandoned me. Or maybe that was just me. I left my little sitting on all those scary memories. But that wasn't what her job was supposed to be. She deserves love just like everybody. And what I know, and I know, it starts with me. Whoa, little flows. Didn't I put down? I don't even remember. Wow. I think I read that one before. I believe in destiny. I believe there's also self-fulfilling prophecy. I believe in fate. I also believe we co-create. I believe whatever will be, will be. Do you believe in you? I believe in me. There. Guess that was it. Everything is meant to be, but that doesn't mean forever. It's about enjoying time, getting to know ourselves and each other. It doesn't matter where it's going. We're always learning and growing. Might as well have some fun because our time has just begun. Oh, I was writing in this one last year. About a year ago. Okay. How's it going within Wednesday? So, so some things that were within me, working it out. How do you do? Do you write poetry? Do you read poetry? Do you scroll through the Facebook? How do you help yourself shift and grow and learn through these lessons? You try to avoid any hard feelings. You don't want to feel that or whatever that is. Or do you feel all your feelings? How does that go for you? What's that look like for you? So, yeah, I'm starting a little early. Kids haven't gone up and gone to school yet. I got up earlier. It is actually 20 to 8, so they should all be up soon. I was going to do some cards. I was thinking about within Wednesdays, right? Getting into that center. Doing a Moon Lodge inward tree for centering, but I don't think I want to be up to that right now. My arms are still weak. Okay? Strong spirit, strong heart, weak body. No, it's still strong. It's still a strong body. It hurts. Need some TLC. Yes, I've been trying to give that to me. Okay. I used to have a better balance of it, but I let some other things get to my head, because we always feel guilty anyway as a parent, and maybe not all of us, some can relate. I don't know. Can't. I don't want to put it on everybody. It's not. Don't always feel right. You want to do the right things. You want to do what's best for your kids. And sometimes you think, oh my goodness, I don't think that was best. Why did I do that? Right? I am hyper vigilant on myself with my kids and the words that I use, right? I don't want to try to use shaming language, but I don't want them to feel ashamed of their beings, right? Because they're beautiful in their beings, but what they're doing is, their beings are always good. What they're doing might not be. I try to take out the words good and bad. It's so hard when you're trying to make that shift when really society's going the other way. Like we have this thing with food. Oh my goodness. Now there's this misconception out there. There's a reputation I have that says I can't take care of my kids' basic needs. There's never any food in my house. Yeah. So when we're talking about reputation and character, geez, when I saw that, what? And yeah, there's people that believe in each their own. They're allowed to believe whatever they want. Hey, far be it from me to try and change. Right? Your opinion of me is none of my business. I don't care. I don't need to know your opinion. I don't need to see your, right? So, and sometimes their opinions matches their, But anyways, yeah, so there is. And that was quite shocking. I just found that out over the summer. that has been written down in black and white and shared around there in some places that quite damaging, and frankly quite abusive to my children, frankly. But yeah, that's why no matter what, this is my eldest son's dad. He's great. No hard feelings, it's, but I never badmouthed him, right? Even my other ones, there's no badmouthing. There's no, because that is half of them, And I take that very seriously. And, I don't get upset about a lot, but that's something that really upsets me. When kids are brought in and kids are used as pawns and, the adults are acting more immature and childish than even their own children, Not their own children or children. Anyways, adults can be a whole lot more immature than children because, hey, we're adults now. We should know better. We don't have the excuse that children have, that they're just learning, We've already been through kindergarten learning to play nice in the sandbox, So that's a struggle for me too. But it's for all of us, right? Because we are a bunch of kids walking around in adult bodies, right? Because some things have gotten distorted, right? It became about material things. It became about this is how your life has meant something because you've got all these things, right? But a lot of those people that have the most stuff feel the emptiest. Some of those people surrounded by the most people feel the loneliest, right? Because what was that? There was something that was, I think there was an emotional intelligence thing that I used. It's kind of direct, but it kind of makes points, and I appreciate that direct because there's no room for me to spin it around any other options. I have always been overanalyzer, always wanted to be like a psychiatrist, a shrink when I grew up, or a psychologist, and I've gone along those lines. My whole life has been leading me up to that. I've been studying psychology and human nature and emotion and all that my whole life. It started out as a trauma thing to keep myself safe. I needed to be able to read the adults around me, right? Because, even just speaking up at any time, sometimes, you don't know what you're going to get, right? So that's something that I always appreciated, clear and direct. Some can be harsh, right? So I had to learn to, again, step back and not take things personally, especially when they're judging me without knowing everything that's going on. I'm playing with this. Fidgeting over here. My hands are starting to hurt. I'm feeling a spasm. So, yeah. I'm talking about that horrible reputations, and these horrible reputations have been said to my children. And then my children react to me like this. Horrible reputation. Right? That's the thing. You can really do damage. And that's, you're hurting the child. You get mad at a child's parent, right? You go bad-mouthing that child's parent to that child. You are alienating that child from their parent. And when it's a parent that loves them, has always wanted them, each one of them is that parent's dream come true. And when they had a healthy attachment from the start, and then you go in there and you create this cognitive dissonance in the children, that's where, you're trying to put in a belief that's not true, that totally goes against the reality that they're experiencing. And that's how we as adults too, right? We can experience that. That's kind of been, have you heard that word out there a lot? Maybe it's just me because that's the lesson I need to learn and help to, share. share out, right? To maybe somebody else didn't think about that. Maybe it can trigger something. This is why I share. Because we're all going through stuff. We are not alone. We're never alone. You know? But that cognitive dissonance, right? Is when we see what we're seeing doesn't go with the belief, right? What we're actually experiencing isn't going with this long-held belief that we've had like since childhood, right? So, but it's hard, right? Because then our belief is challenged, and we can either change that, or we, that creates that cognitive dissonance. When a child is told their mother is a horrible, no good mother and a horrible person, but what they experience is different because they feel that nurturing from their mom. They know their mom is there. They know how much they ignore and the things that they are doing, right? That their mother doesn't just come out. So what they're experiencing and what they're being told, I mean, sad. And I know my kids aren't the only ones going through that. So I will stress, no matter what you feel, for somebody that's important in a child's life, you don't go sharing your opinions with that child. All right? If you suspect that this child is getting hurt by this person, there's ways, okay, to say that you're there without causing more harm to the child. Right? You can, be more involved in that child's life. And I think here in Canada, I mean, we're basically all mandated reporters. So, which can be a dangerous thing, actually. I remember back when my first son was born, and I think they just switched. They didn't have mother's allowance anymore. So I was on Ontario Works, and I wanted to be home. I always, that was my plan. Wanted to be home for at least the first 5 years with my children, right? Their foundation years. I wanted to be, home with them. So that was, then I'm losing my train of thought. That was it, right? Because I was on Ontario Works. And then, I don't know, there was someone who was upset with me. Could have been the boyfriend's grandmother. I don't know. I can't remember. But someone had called and reported me and said that my boyfriend was living with me, and he absolutely was not. And then I was informed that, well, they're cutting me off. They didn't have the funds to do investigations anymore, so they just take the phone calls. So if somebody calls and reports you, then they just take it as that's the truth. Now, really, right? And then I've lived in places where people get upset with you, and then that's what they're doing. They're phoning and making reports on you because they're upset. It has nothing to do with you or what you've done. But now then, you've got this record or whatever that's there, right? So at that time, I mean, I'd lost my income. Now I was a single mother on my own, and they phone and report me, and I'd lost my income. And then I ended up moving in with that boyfriend, so that got rushed, and was to be for that time, right? It helped. It was there. But the thing is, right? How much damage you can do to somebody's life just because you're angry, a fleeting moment, or because it's reflecting something to you and you refuse to look in yourself, so you put that on somebody else. And you know what? It's done nothing to you. You've lifted a phone and made a call, but you've actually affected somebody's life and a child's life. I mean, I don't think a lot of people really consider that because they're thinking of feeling like they've been hurt in some way, and they get these vindictives and revenges and whatever that is. I just really don't understand it because I learned very young, right? What we do in anger, it can last, right? There's still a picture of me with my daddy. One of my favorite pictures, and I scribbled out my face. So I learned lessons very, very young. And I tell my children, right? Don't do something in anger that's going to last longer than you're angry. You know, because I have reflections of that around things where it's lasted longer than the anger. Anger is a frustration because it's not being fair, not being heard. Like I said, I argue about what my feelings are. Somebody tries to tell me what my feelings are. Right? I get passionate about when children are being hurt and being used by adults acting more childish than the children. You know, doing their little things behind people's backs and not coming to your face, you know. But some of them, well, you can tell because, hey, well, where did it come from? Because you see the older ones, same things, avoiding it. The ones that are teaching these young ones. But my integrity is so strong. I gotta practice what I preach, especially for my children. Especially for my children. Anyways, wow, 20 minutes today, that within. Because there's lots within. When you say things to children, it has an effect. It has an effect in my home. My children have been alienated from me. And this happens even when they live with you. Because, hey, people can say, no, when your mom does this, this is what that means. And I've had a lot of people in my life that I have to clear them out to think they know how I feel and what I mean better than I do, right? Or what my actions are, or how I need to be with my children, or whatever, right? I am no perfect mother. There is no perfect parent. Right? We're all perfectly imperfect, doing the best we can, right? And learning, and we're not all happy about everything we did, right? It's there's so many judgments out there, and you know what? I find the most judgments come from those ones that don't even have kids. Don't even have kids, and they judge the most. But then I see someone they got the kids, and then they go, oh, I'm sorry I judged you for that. Now I know. Right? Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that too, right? I don't know. I was going to say I'm not a told you so kind of person, but maybe I am. I don't know, right? I try not to be. Try to catch myself. But I'm all about people got to learn on their own anyways, right? Who am I to tell you what's best for you and what do you need? I don't know, right? Begin within. Ask your creator. I don't know. I don't have the answers for you. I'm trying to find them for me. Integrate all my lessons here, right? Roll with the punches, right? Okay. I got these out, so we're doing it. I'm just going to grab one. One of each. And we'll see. And we'll close her out. There's one animal, and then what's that? I can't shuffle until it pops out. Which one? That? This one. Okay. Gotcha. Power. Self. Empower. Be empowered. Okay. There we go. The secrets. What's the secret about you, right? Go into the links. Links has your secrets, right? That's what they say. So, to know about yourself, right, we need to go inside. You want to know why you're doing the things you do? Go inside, right? Feel the plenty. We're going to all go through this stuff. Ideas and needs manifested. How do you do that? Manifest that for yourself, right? Those thoughts of who you are, right? Because it's in those thoughts and in those secrets that we keep that kind of, right? Start manifesting those things. So when we become aware of all those thoughts that we're thinking, the ideas that we have, right? Then we have more control in that co-creating and getting our needs messed. They can be totally messed up if somebody thinks they know what we need more than we do, right? Because they're not listening. We risk that, right? That's a secret. Be open, right? And you might have the idea of what somebody else needs, but we need to focus on inside. Know it is what we need, right? Because then we're keeping that secret from ourselves. We're looking at everybody else. And to be able to speak that up, to get in, to see what it is that we are. What is that inner, that essence of us really need, to reveal that secret to ourselves, right? And be able to express that and have that met. But we need to express it to those ones that are open to hearing what we actually need, and not those ones that think they know what we need. Okay? There's lots of them out there. I'm not the only one that experienced people like that. Everybody has those kinds of people in your life, right? The ones that say, I know what you need. You need to do this and you need to do that. And if you're not doing that, I'm upset with you. Because you should be doing what I think you need to do. Because, I'm the expert on your life even though I'm not living it. Right? We have varying degrees of those kinds of people in our lives. And hey, are we that kind of person ourselves? We all can be to some degree. I am sure of it. But that's up for you to see. Go inside, reveal your secrets. See, check into your own ideas. What is the needs you need to be manifested? What is the needs you need help to manifest? What is it that you can do on your own? To be fully holy you can do that on your own. Sure can. Biggest heart hugs ever. Love you all so much. Thank you for being you and shining your light through everything you do. This world needs you. It really does. So keep shining that light bright. I'm so glad you're here. Stick with it, man. Find those gifts within and then put it all out there, my friends. Love you.